It's about time that we put all those cardboard boxes from Amazon to good use. Welcome to the Mini Miser, where I save you time and money on your miniature gaming hobbies. I'm Jason, and in this video I'm going to show you how to quickly make these high quality dungeon tiles out of cardboard for cheap. And down in the description below I'm going to be including free templates for both the grass and stone versions of the tiles in small, medium, and large sizes. These tiles are laminated so you can mark on them with dry erase markers. They are weighted so they have a bit of heft behind them on the table. They are anti-slip so they don't get knocked around easily. And most importantly, the tiles are easy to make with only basic crafting supplies. The fanciest thing being the self-adhesive lamination sheets. But don't let this scare you away. You don't need to laminate the tiles if you don't wanna. So you're gonna need a straight edge, a cutting mat, a hot glue gun, a glue stick, scissors, a handheld razor, self-adhesive lamination sheets as mentioned before. Go ahead and take a look at the Amazon link in the description below for the ones I used in this video. Some form of weights. Washers work great here. My go-to is actually coins, specifically pennies. Just take $5 into the bank, get 500 pennies, and you'll be set for weighing down so many projects. And you're gonna need a roll of anti-slip liner. You can get a 6-foot roll of this in the kitchen section of the dollar store for $1. And of course, you're gonna need cardboard. Hopefully you already have that laying around the house for free. And if you don't already, I know you got some Amazon packages coming, so you'll have it soon. And last but not least, you're gonna need to be able to print out the free PDF templates that I have down in the description box below. So to start off, you're going to want to print however many you want of each template. Based on this amount that you decide on, you're going to need enough cardboard to cut out 2 squares for each template. So for example, in this tutorial, I'm going to be printing out one 6x6 tile template and 2 3x3 tile templates. So I'm going to need to cut out 2 6x6 cardboard squares and 4 3x3 cardboard squares. You're likely going to want a lot more tiles than this, but just be sure that you have enough of the same thickness cardboard for this project before you begin. So go ahead and cut out 2 cardboard squares for each template you printed out. This is also a good time to begin preheating your hot glue gun, as we're going to be using it in the next step. Once you have your pile of cardboard cutouts, go ahead and pair them off, making sure each set has the corrugation facing in opposite directions. We're going to be gluing these together, and having them face in opposite directions will help prevent the tiles from warping over time. Now it's time for the weights. Basically, I'm going to be sandwiching a layer of pennies in between the 2 sheets of cardboard. I use 9 pennies here for each 6x6 tile and 5 pennies for each 3x3 tile. You can use more than this if you'd like, or skip this step altogether if you don't have any flat metal objects on hand. The tiles will still work great, they'll just get bumped around a little easier on the tabletop without the weights. So go ahead and hot glue these down onto one piece of the cardboard, and then quickly put dollops of glue on the other side of each coin and connect the oppositely facing piece of cardboard on top. Once all of the cardboard sandwiches are assembled, it's time to begin cutting out the templates. I use scissors here for the main cuts, and then use the utility knife for the inset corner cuts. It doesn't really matter how you cut these out, whatever works best for you. Once these are all cut out, it's time to wrap the cardboard with them. Take one of your cardboard stacks and cover one side entirely with glue from your glue stick. Then grab one of your corresponding templates and flip it face down on your work surface. Carefully line up the sticky side of the cardboard stack and press it into the middle of the template. Once adhered, go ahead and flip it back over and smooth it out to make sure that it sticks as well as possible. Now for the edges. I'm going to go ahead and run a strip of glue down one side of the cardboard, and then I also like to shoot some hot glue on the rough edge of this cardboard. Then firmly pull the template paper over the edge and press it into place. I then repeat this process in a clockwise movement until all 4 edges have been glued down. Repeat this process for the rest of your tiles. It's the same steps no matter which size you are crafting. The next step here is going to be to laminate these tiles, because I like to be able to write on them with dry erase markers. Again, feel free to skip this step if you don't want to purchase the laminate paper, or if you don't want your tiles to be glossy. You're going to want to take a sheet of the laminate paper and cut it to size so there is approximately an equal amount of space around the tile on each side. I like to have at least an inch on each side to work with. Once cut to size, go ahead and remove the laminate from the backing and carefully, gently, place it down upon the tile. Unfortunately, you only get one chance at this, so take your time. It's really a good idea to practice doing this on some scrap cardboard first, so you're comfortable with the application process before doing it to your actual tiles. Once placed, firmly press it down in all directions to remove any air bubbles. I picked up this putty scraper thing at the dollar store, which does a great job at helping flatten everything out. Next up, go ahead and flip the tile back over and cut the corners of the laminate sheet off with your utility knife. Starting from the corner of the tile, pull away from it in a straight line, and then turn it a little so it's in a good position and hold the corner down with your offhand, and repeat the process in the other direction to remove the corner piece. Do this for all 4 corners and then firmly pull the flaps over the edges of the tile and press them down until thoroughly adhered. This is basically the same process that we did with the paper covering the edges before, just this paper sticks itself to it. So these are looking great, but there is one more step that makes these even more functional on the tabletop. It is time to anti-slip them. This step's easy, just take your roll of anti-slip liner and cut it to a size that is a little bit smaller than the base of your tile. Then hot glue it into place. Try not to put so much glue on that it bleeds through the holes of the liner. And do this section by section as the glue dries quickly, gently pressing the liner into the glue as you go to ensure adhesion. And that's it, we're all done here. Hopefully you now have a fat stack of great looking dungeon tiles for your next game of D&D or other miniature game. I estimate the cost of each 6x6 tile to be somewhere around 50 cents each, based on these rough estimates. So the cardboard, we already have that laying around, that's free. Next up, hot glue, I'm gonna say 5 cents. Stick glue, 5 cents. The paper and the printer ink for the template, 5 cents. The anti-slip bottom I calculated to come out to approximately 3 cents for a 6x6 tile. And the laminate sheet, if you decide to pick those up, would clock in at 25 cents per sheet. And then of course we have the pennies. So I used 9 of them on a 6x6 tile, and I think I could do this calculation. That would be 9 cents, which I think is a great deal for the quality of these tiles. So if this video was helpful to you, or if you'd like to gain access to even more dungeon tile templates, please consider supporting the channel via Patreon. I'm going to be dropping exclusive wood, cobblestone, and desert templates there for supporters. Also, becoming a patron is the best way to help support this channel and help it grow. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you in the next project.